Okay. Hold on, let me just... Winnote.net. Still don't believe you. Alright, so we got WinFakt versus Anexis coming up here. Who do you see as the favorite in this matchup coming up here, Sean?
I would probably go like 70-30 towards WinFakt, to be honest. I would probably say 60-40 before last night, but when Defining Stars beat Anexis, that was like the upset of the tournament to me so far. I really thought it would be Anexis and WinFakt battling out for that second spot out of this group, and that really hurt Anexis' shot.
Yeah, I mean, this match is so important even for WinFakt. I mean, WinFakt hasn't lost yet, but the winner of this group actually plays Moscow 5, and if you get second in this group, you're actually going to play SK. So no one really wants to play SK if they don't have to, right?
Yeah, neither of these teams want to take a quick exit out of the tournament. It's going to be a very tough BO3 versus SK.
Yeah, I mean, neither of these teams... I mean, WinFakt got kind of destroyed in the last tournament by SK, and I don't think Anexis has any better shot of beating SK. They needed to get an easier route to make it far in the tournament. Not that they can't win, but you don't want to play a harder team if you don't have to. Alright, seems like the knife round is live. Doesn't really matter, I guess. But yeah, I mean, both these teams on CT side really know how to play it properly. I feel like you see a couple teams, they play CT side, in my opinion, wrong, where they play passive almost every round. You're going to see WinFakt and Nexus both pushing almost every single round. They really know how to abuse, the middle and the 2 area, pushing down short and long. I have kind of like inside intel from Lurpus that these teams have scrimmed each other online a lot on this map, so they both know how each other play, so you might see a couple different things just to throw each other off, but yeah, what do you think about these teams' play styles?
I really like how aggressive WinFakt plays. I like how Azlak also uses his op around mid CT side quite a bit. I don't know, I enjoy their T side as well. Their T side's much more fast paced than say a team like Navi, who's been running a slow default for a long time. I really like how WinFakt knows how to use the sewers correctly. Kind of like they get up the sewers very quickly because it's tough for the CTs to hear people in the sewers, which a lot of people don't know in HLTV. And you can maybe describe that if you'd like.
I mean, this is pretty much the greatest secret of all time on this map, but you can actually run almost all the way up the sewers without anyone hearing, and I think it's a secret that really only us and WinFakt seem to really utilize so far. I mean, I believe that yeah, I haven't seen anyone else go fast sewers and walk straight out. Like, you'll probably see WinFakt do it 1 or 2 times in this match.
Yeah, I think we might be the only American team right now that realizes that you can run in sewers all the way up to where those stairs in that lower part of the sewers, like, you see how there's a roof right above? As soon as there's no more roof above you, that's where you have to stop running. And a lot of people don't seem to know that. They're walking in sewers very far back, especially like in very late game situations, where it would probably be beneficial for them to just run through the sewers and quick trade on a guy down there. So it'll be interesting to see if Anexis is ready for people to come out sewers that quick. Because I know when we run strats like that versus teams in the US, a lot of teams are often not prepared for someone to come out sewers that quick.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those strats where it's hard to be ready for it all the time. Even if you know a team does it, I mean, they can at the same time walk straight up kitty on you too, so it's one of those double-edged type of strats where you can keep throwing people off by running that and then a 4 walk-up kitty type strat, and it makes it a lot harder to hold day for sure.
So how do you feel about Jigatis' addition to WinFakt? Do you feel like they've been stronger since his addition from Plasti?
Yeah, I feel like his addition definitely helped their team skill-wise. He's a lot better than Plaste was playing before. Give them a couple more, like maybe weeks to months. I don't really know how much time they'll need, but I mean, once they get all these strats and on all their kinks worked out with this team, I see them becoming a lot better than they were with Plaste. I mean, he just didn't have the time and dedication that like the Yigdis like has. That guy is like, you know, he's DMing, he's playing pod bots, he's putting in the required hours to be the top player.
Yeah, another side note, by the way, Lurpus has told us that guy's name is pronounced Yigitis and not Jigitis. I just refuse to say it that way.
Yep. This is probably the team that we have the most intel on, just because we're friends with Lurpus. That's why I might know a couple things that might sound kind of weird to know. I guess both teams are probably just getting a pre-game talk going on right now. Probably trying to get, you know, make sure their pistol rounds and their first gun rounds are set. I know a lot of teams in Europe they do spend a couple minutes before the match goes live to talk about the game a bit. You know, make sure everyone's on the same page. Make sure no one's forgot any of the stuff they've gone over, or you know, sometimes you're on LAN, you're throwing in, you know, new on-the-fly type strats that you might have just made up in the hotel room, so you have to make sure that that everyone's on the same page and knows what you're doing.
So, knowing that Anexis is going to start CT here, what's your prediction of the score for this match right now?
I feel like WinFakt's T is really good on this map. It's probably their best side, so Anexis are going to be looking to get more than 6 rounds as their CT. I mean, this is a fairly T-sided map, but at the same time, it's one of those maps where, you know, the CTs can win big. It's just a lot harder than the traditional maps like Inferno, where it's more balanced. This map is more heavily T-sided, and I think for Anexis to win, they're going to have to get that pistol, you know, that first gun round, because I don't feel like Anexis is, I mean, WinFakt is going to let them go round for round.
Yeah, I agree. How do you feel about Freese's exit of Anexis? Do you think they've been strongly affected by him exiting the team and going to Fnatic, or because they have lost a huge op presence on their team, I feel, but how do you feel about that?
Yeah, I feel like Freeze definitely is one of the best op players in the world. I mean, he might be a tiny bit overrated now with his addition of Fnatic, but I mean, he is one of the best oppers, and when he's on point, he can win a match versus a team single-handedly. So, I mean, they still have a strong opper Nuggy, but losing, you know, that primary opper that all he's done his whole life is op almost every single round is not something you want to do. It's not someone you want to lose. But at the same time, I think they've recovered decently. Just still a little bit weaker.
I'm surprised that they recovered so well almost from his exit of the team. I mean, they were never a great team with him, and I mean, they're not that much worse without him. It was kind of shocking to me.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Nexus, maybe computer problems or something. So, let's go about players. Who do you think Anexis needs to have playing well to kind of beat WinFakt? Because I think skill-wise, WinFakt is superior to them, like aim-wise.
Yeah, I think WinFakt's much more skilled than Anexis. I think all their players need to be like pretty on point, to be honest. I don't think they can have a straggler on their team. You know, I feel like even their role players, who are normal entry players into the site, need to get entries. So their statistics would have to be up there, as well as their stars. I can't see them coming out this match if people are playing significantly worse than other players on the team. I don't know how you feel about that.
I definitely agree. I think Anexis is one of those teams where they come from Denmark. Those Denmark teams have been known throughout the years to rely heavily on like teamwork and chemistry. So for them to do well, they need all 5 of their players to be playing like about the same to win. That's generally how, before aside from Trace joining, that's kind of how it's been with these Danish teams. Looks like WinFakt's actually is live, by the way. WinFakt is doing a fast sewer pistol. Just gonna run up pretty far here and probably just open the door and go straight out.
And as you guys can see, they ran exactly to that little point where that we were talking about, and they just started walking. Very interesting setup by Anexis. Not even having a guy like towards the site. They're playing totally retake right now.
Yeah.
It's gonna rely on maybe Barry to get a pick here.
Big pick by Snappy. Unfortunately, Barry lets the bomb get in the site, so they're gonna get that plant down. The site guy's really in a bad position. He's getting chased down by Barry. Barry takes him out. It's looking like a good round for Nexus here.
Basic so far.
Aslak has to come up huge. Nice pick by Aslak. Oh, it was a nice attempt. He almost had that second guy.
Barry with 3 frags, and it looks like Anexis is going to take the pistol.
The big pistol for Nexus, although WinFakt did get bombed down. I think they're going to drop 2 AKs. Probably do some sort of A walk-up, most likely. I mean, that's the pistol that Anexis wanted. Right now, they can't lose this force by. Yeah, WinFakt's got AKs and deagles.
So you have an AK in Chigatis' hands, and also Nasu.
Yeah, the rest have deagles besides. Yeah, I think they'll have deagles, but yeah, they're just gonna walk straight up to the 2 area. They're taking short. Looks like they're heading over towards long. PTN is actually getting pushed back. He's going to be playing for the back hole, just letting them get free into the site. Nice pick by PTN. Nice trade.
Just trades, yeah.
Bombs going down for WinFakt. This is a hard round for Anexis to win.
Jigitis with another huge kill on Nuggy right there. Takes out Barry in the banana. That's 3
nice
frags
shot
for him.
by Z. Oh, nice round by Anexis. I mean, that was a little bit unlucky by Aegis. He was walking across that balcony and Z could just see a tiny pixel of his head and he just bursted it. I think if he could have moved up to that upper part of the balcony, he probably would have been able to win that round for him. But WinFakt will probably buy again. They're not the type of team that likes losing that 2-on-2, like that 2-on-2 in the end and letting them CTs get more money. They're going to keep buying.
Yeah, we have WinFakt on another stress buy right now. Need to keep getting the bomb down as well as getting a larger number of kills if they want to stay in this. Nasu working up the sewers right now. He's already at the door. Just waiting
Nuggy's
for
actually in a really weird spot to watch the door. You don't see this too often. Pretty risky spot, but this is what I'm talking about. I think this might be an anti-strat type spot where they know they just like opening the door. Oh, gets taken out by Aslak. Nice deagle pick.
Anexis has 2 players in the site. WinFakt knows this right now. Aslak working up fast.
Nice pick.
Takes them both.
Aslak's got to get the bomb down here. Oh, big pistol shot by
huge
Basic.
1 by Basic.
And that was a round that really should have been Anexis's. That's what I said before. Is they need older players to do well, and they had 2 in sight. They traded that kill. They were up in a 5v4 or yeah, a 4v3. Sorry, and they just let both their players get stuck boosting and get killed.
What'd you think of Nuggy's spot on that box right there? I've actually never seen someone play up there.
I feel like that might have been an anti-strat towards WinFakt, since they know they like going through those sewers and just opening the door, like we said before. Because I was told from Lurpus that they have scrimmed these guys online a bunch, so